The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
CDQ Automotive Repairs. (2008) BMWx3 Actuator Replacement. Tools needed: a 3/8 ratchet, 10mm socket, 13mm socket, 18mm socket, E7 torque socket, E10 torque socket, torque ratchet wrench, car jack, floor stand jack, rhino ramps, wheel chokes, and flashlight. PPEs: gloves, safety goggles, safety footwear, coveralls and aprons, first aid kit. Please remember to adhere to safety procedures and guidelines.
So, repairs on my 2008 BMW X3. The first thing that I'm going to do, obviously, is to disconnect the negative cable from the battery. Advise that I am a novice and that you look at this video just for educational purposes only and entertainment and educational purposes only. Professional advice, I advise that you go to your mechanic, those who are professionals and working with repairs on your cars. If you do make an attempt to try and do something like this, pose the risk of doing more damage or damage to yourself. So, viewer, be advised, this is a novice.
Number 1. Drove front of car onto rhino ramps. Place 2 tire chokes at the rear of tires. Number 2. Used hydraulic jack for added protection. Number 3. Stationed heavy-duty bottle jack to lift and lower camshaft to remove one 18mm bolt and 4 13mm bolts holding the crossbar. Okay, so here we are. We're underneath the car. We have this support bracket and the crank shaft here that I'm going to try and raise up so I can get this one bolt that's in there. That's an 18-inch. And then we have the 13 inches. So I'm under the car. I have a jack here under the camshaft. Lowered it or lifted it just enough so I can try and get to this 18mm bolt that's holding this bracket. I had to use some silicone to try and loosen that up. And now I'm going to go ahead and start taking that off. Once I do this, I'll get the 4 13-inch bolts. Wow. There we go. That took forever. We can get now these 13-inch bolts out of here. We got 2 here. Let's go up there and I'm going to need to probably spray these guys as well. Let's see if my light will even work. Alright, so here is the actuator here.
and I'm going to have to remove a few of these guys off the way. I'm sure I'm going to be in your way. Let me try and see if I can. Well, we're definitely going to have to disconnect this cable here, and there's a spot that you just have to put your screwdriver in there. Let's see if I have my screwdriver with me. Where's it at? Way up there. To make them a little easier, I hope. One way up here, and the other one is way up here. Oh my, lions, tigers, and bears. Get up in here. Here. Okay. That took a little while to come off. Let's see if we can get this other one now. Let's see how that one goes. That one don't look like it has a clip, does it? I'm gonna take it. I'm removing this E7 screw because I can't seem to disconnect the cable. Alright, I'm going to try and remove these E12s is what they were. to be careful at this point because the actuator is gonna, this is the last bolt that's holding it, so it'll want to fall. There we go. And there we go. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at that. Yeah, those teeth look like they're pretty worn down. Alright. That's some other stuff. Alright, I'll just try to wipe some of that crankshaft fluid. Okay. Okay, as you can see, this is the old actuator. I was looking to see if some of the teeth here were kind of grinded up, but you can see this is a pretty beat up guy. I wouldn't even worry about going to the inside to try and look at the threads on the inside. It's just really beat up. So we're going to replace this, of course, with the new one. And the new one is here. And this is the, and that's the old one. And I would have to remove this plate. I would have to remove this plate. I would have to remove this plate here to go inside and replace this here. Which there's a black wheel inside here that has teeth like this that'll probably grind it down. I'll probably look into that afterwards, but I don't have the time to do that right now, so I'm just going to replace it with the new one. And that's what I'm going to do. So we'll go ahead and replace the new one. We got all new screws as well, and we know that they were a little different, so I want to see how they look against the old one. So I'm going to bring up the old bolts right quick and take a look and see what that looks like. So the only difference that I see between the two bolts is that you can see the threads went all the way up. These threads don't go as far up. Yeah, but it's the same sides. So I'm not sure that I need to have the old ones go into this one here. I'd rather put the ones that came with it in there, and that's what we're going to do. All right, so we'll go back and put the new one back on. Thank you for watching.
I replaced the new transfer case actuator motor by reversing the 10 steps to remove the old actuator. Additionally, it's recommended to torque the 4 E10 transfer case actuator motor bolts to 22 Newton meters, the 4 13mm crossbar bolts to 21 Newton meters, and the 1 by 18mm bolt to 74 Newton meters. Also, depending on the age of your old actuator, you may need to reset the adaptions for gearbox and engine reset adaptions. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Thank you for watching, and may God through Jesus Christ both bless and keep you safe.